Mary Lou McDonald has been officially selected as lead of Sinn Féin, substitute Gerry Adams, who led the side for nearly 35 years. Ms McDonald, 48, told she was humiliated to conduct Ireland's senior and big policy side. Michelle O'Neill, 41, has as well been established as Sinn Féin de facto CEO. The elections took location at a specific Ard Fhis side meeting in Dublin. Ms McDonald pay homage to Mr. Adams, proverb down there would include been no world trial and no nice Friday treaty out of him. She outlined him as her policy coach, an inspiring lead and a large boyfriend. In her at first speaking as lead, she alerted how Brexit represents a actual risk to the prosper and policy lifetime of Ireland. Down there can be no imposing of a boundary on the Isle of Ireland, how communication must go noisy and precise of our Ard Fhis present. Ireland will not be the guarantee harm in the policy games and antics of the Tories in London. Lathe to the negotiations at Stormont, she incorporated how her side was up for a transactions. Same Sinn Féin crew is devoted to a favourable result. As Uach Duran Sinn Féin lead, I see Striker to work in the DUP and in the some parties in the Polar. Michelle O'Neill said the Ard Fhis how she anticipated the negotiations to recover degeneration at Stormont to sign following 1 week. I trust how the issues that inflicted the crash of Stormont can be solved in policy, will and reciprocal honour, she told. Issues love wedding equity, an Irish tongue instrument, heritage inquests, rights, honour and consistency in by the government should not be politically controversial. A recovered execution in true force sharing at its cardiac and operating in the interests of all human beings. Mrs. O'Neill told it was urgent to heal up the ache of the history. Portion of conciliation involves recognition all's law to recall their corpse, she told. Yet which require is a trade unionist affiliate to assist conduct the key force along. Mrs. O'Neill named for a plebiscite on a joint Ireland. We must person outward and hear to such who don't wish a joint Ireland, she told. It is our problem to convince such human beings, sectors and communities of why he's in their top economical and policy interests to stake force through the aisle. Sunday's elections were a technicality as both of female ran only for the management roles. Mr. Adams is one of the largest visible and contentious Irish political community and his policy heritage will share view dramatically. Talk on Friday overnight, he told he was sure how the new management would assist do Sinn Féin though greater and much stronger in the period front. 50 years ago while I united Sinn Féin, it was a prohibited side, he told. Same nationalist human beings of the Polar had been neglected and were object to discrimination and disparity. We were on our knees. We are now off our knees. We include a nice Friday treaty. It is in several challenge at the period. But at giving the way Striker. The management changing comes nearly 20 years following the 1998 Nice Friday Treaty, but it as well comes at a period of large policy ambiguity. Ms. McDonald and Mrs. O'Neill include been this all 1 week at negotiations in Stormont that include been outlined as a recent tranche try to recover force sharing. Sinn Féin source include told how the negotiations are at a key phase. They are take location versus the complex background of Brexit and the way it impinges on economical and policy matters, both of in Anglo-Irish relations and in crucifix border company operation. As Mr. Adams leftward the Stormont negotiations on Friday overnight, for the recent period as Sinn Féin lead, he told, it isn't graded out as we say. We include done several advance but down there are yet significant existing barriers. Yet, as I told to our trade unionist friends, the is the recent opportunity treaty.